Hi, welcome back to Forwards. We have a bike check today of Nick's Rosa Idle carbon road bike. It's in a 60 centimetre. We'll cut in shortly with how the bike arrived to us. So Nick gave us a box of parts and asked us to build a bike for him. Hi, welcome back to Forwards. So Nick has been in, Chairman Nick from Setonia. He's been in and dropped us off a bundle of stuff. And we've just unpacked it, laid it out on the bench, and we need to make a bike out of this. So this is going to be the challenge today. He has given us some new tubes and some other bits and pieces, and that lot looks like it needs to go through the parts washer. Hopefully we've got a complete bike here. We'll catch you a little bit later in the video and see what we can make out of all these parts for him. And this is what we've got. He will be down shortly to collect it, so as always I need to get through the video as quickly as possible. Apologies for the noise in the background, there are people in the industrial estate moving about. So I'll go around quickly, we'll show you what's what, show you what we've added, what bits we've fixed, what bits need to be done later, and then hopefully get it done in time. So as I said, 60 centimetre Rosa Idle. We have had to do a couple of modifications to the frame, or one modification in particular, which was underneath the top tube here. So the brake exit for the brake cable outer it stops here. This is all corroded and there's a lot of pressure being put on that, and Nick's actually asked us if we could just drill that through so we can then just run an outer all the way. So that's what we've done. We've drilled this hole out inside to accommodate the brake outer, and now we just run the brake outer through the frame and then out the back there. So that was just a basic mod to the frame we've done for him. We have gone round, changed all the bolts and stuff from our stock parts from building bikes, because some of these bolts were a bit tired, so we've changed all these out. Put new ones of those in, and then these are all the standard factory covers and bits and pieces. Done our normal upgrade with the stainless steel bolts where we need them. So we've got stainless steel bolts on his bottle cages and added the bottle cages. We're jumping quite ahead of normal where we are for our videos, and then we've just changed out things like his the Di2 exit bungs as well, changed those over because they were a bit tired. This one back here is a bit of a frustrating one where they actually send the cable out. It comes all the way up here on the chainstay, which is a long way to go outside the bike. You can get angled ones of those bungs, but they weren't they were too small for the hole, so they were too loose. So we've just used ours for our bikes. It's not the ideal solution. We prefer that to face backwards, but that is it's definitely nicer than it was held tight there. And then of course with the O-ring on the mechanism there to hold that tight. So a random way into the video there. So we should probably go back to how we normally start the videos at the cockpit and then work our way down, and then I will discuss bits and pieces as we go. So cockpit wise, this is actually all 3T stuff, but what we've done for Nick before and what he's asked us to do again here is we've debranded this. So this is this had loads of garish white graphics on, and they were quite dated as well. So what we do is we soak that in Finish, and then we can then get rid of all the decals and stuff. Obviously doesn't work with etching, so some of our stuff we've done before, you can't get rid of the etched graphics. This hasn't got any, but you can get rid of transfers, so it's been really good on this. Got rid of all the transfers, polished it up nicely, and then changed all his bolts over to stainless steel because they were all rotten and looking pretty grubby. So that's the handlebar in the cockpit area. Did change his spacers to carbon fibre. The ones he selected in his box of parts were just, or supplied should I say, in his box of parts were just aluminium. So we've just put some carbon spacers in. We've got our 10mm chimney and then a 15mm spacer underneath. And then we've got the 6mm that you get with the Di2 mount. So we've added this now. It doesn't match quite as nice as it would if this was inverted. This would be tucked up nicer, but because of the stem that Nick's running and wanting the front end higher, it does have that gap, but that is the smallest that we can get of that. But it does look a much tidier solution than having it strapped around the stem there, so we've added that for him. The handlebars are finished with our normal tape. We've gone with the BHT 16, which is the 3.5mm tape, so it's thicker, and it'll give him a bit more, just make it more comfortable when he's riding. Isolate him is the word I'm looking for. Isolate him from the road a bit better, because this is more of a comfort road bike for him, sort of sportive type thing. Figure of 8 around the hoods around there. Di2 11 speed Ultegra group set, so just revitalised all that, and updated all that as well while we did the rebuild for him. So that's all fairly standard stuff. Ultegra calipers, front and rear, and then we've put some new Swiss stock brake pads in there that the customer supplied. So we got those front and rear. Same on the back, obviously, and then we've just done his grease all this up as standard, and then we've put new O-rings on the end of his adjusters there, his barrel adjusters, so they don't fall out. So those were perished and gone. New stainless steel bolt in the clamp there. I think that was done previously actually by us. He's running the Specialized power saddle. So we got one of those, and we've actually moved. I'll put his bike fit on there. So Nick had the titanium Kinesis built by us, and we've put his bike fit across from that onto here. So that's going to feel nice when he rides that. Wheel wise were the fulcrums that he supplied us. So I'm sure somebody will know off the top of their head what fulcrums these are. They are G3s, fulcrum G3s. So we've just cleaned those up. Hubs and everything are okay on those, so we've just added those. New tubes, and he's got some used GP 5000 tyres on there. Cables and hoses and bits, just close that off there. So we just put a little tiny bit of spiral wrap around there just to hold the Di2 cable, and then the Di2 cable goes into this port here. Would have been nice if we could send it up the top, but then it would have been in the wrong place for going down. Little bit of shield on the frame, stop it scuffing the frame. So that's how that's all set up. We've shown you those already. Bottom bracket wise, it's got a rotor adapter in there into the bottom bracket, which was great because his bearings were tired, but it did mean then we can just change the bearings out because it's the same bearings we use. So it was a 24-37 bearings, and we've upgraded him to angular contact. He just had ABEC 3s in there before, so we've put ABEC 5 angular contact enduro bearings in there, which is great. Crank length, he's running a 175mm, and then I believe this is, let's have a look at his chain set, see what his ratios are. Should have known this off the top of my head. 52-36 on the front, and it's an 11-28 on the back gear ratios. 175 crank arm, as I said. All Di2, really nice matched Ultegra group set. Same group set as we've just fitted to the Firefly, if we actually get that video posted up in time. Chain was also supplied by the customer, so it's a KMC chain. So we just fitted that, not optimized in any way. It's just from the packet as he wanted it. Wheels we've talked about, and that's probably all we need to cover really on it. We've come to a sudden ending there, but that's probably about it. I don't think I've got any other more highlights. Obviously standard stuff inside, like the anti-rattle we've put in the frame. So there's a piece in here. We've put a little bit in there to stop it rattling, the cable rattling. There's a bit of foam in there. And then also down inside this tube with the Di2 cable, that's in there as well. And that's probably about it. I'm not going to bore you too long. I know I go on too long. So we'll just do a quick zoom back out to show you it. And then I'll try and make this into a video that entertains people for less than 10 minutes, hopefully. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye. So we thought we'd just get a quick way of the Rosa idle in a 60, 7.95, no pedals there though, so that's not too bad, Nick. See you on the next video. Bye.